Yeah, I think it's always one play like that can change the direction of the game, and we didn't do much before that. But I thought the guys did a great job of sticking with it, staying patient, waiting for their opportunities, and went and made something happen.
Was there any thought of sliding at any time during that run? Because when you go that long, taking a big hit, I mean, the probability goes up. For you taking a big hit, the probability, instead of maybe sliding after 30, 35 yards.
Yeah, it just the way the play unraveled. I turned the corner, tried to get up as quickly as I could. The angle was feeling better, so I felt like I got up somewhat good speed. I'm still working on that, but no, it's good, and making sure that you're being smart, taking your shots, and I felt like I was in a good position. In hindsight, we'll watch it and we'll probably say go out of bounds or cut back or slide or do something smart. But if it wakes up the team, I'll do anything for it.
Justin, can you talk about the chemistry between you and Lad McConkey? This guy's coming in the league 6'4", 111 today, and then 2 touches. You guys really feel like you're finding a groove with each other. Can you just kind of fill us a little bit on that and how that's been going for you guys and what you look forward to moving forward with him?
Yeah, I think it started in OTAs. He came up, showed up, and he just made plays. He was so friendly to the quarterback, and he's got such a great understanding of defenses and leverage, and he just goes out there and makes plays. You got to find ways to get him the ball because something good's going to happen. Does a great job protecting it, and he can move pretty well. So we saw on those 2 long ones that something special is going to happen every time he gets the ball.
Thank you, Justin.
Just with Lad, obviously you've been able to connect with him quite a bit in the short, intermediate areas, a lot of third downs and stuff. But if he's able to attack the field, like down the field, and as part of the deep passing game, what kind of dynamic does that add to your offense? If you can,
he's a complete receiver. To have that short game, those intermediate routes that he's been so good at, especially on third down, and now you open up some of those go balls that you got to respect. And for him to be able to line up anywhere, inside, outside, we got a true ball player on our hands.
What happened with Saunders? Were you grabbing at your feet there?
That'd probably be a good question for him. I just saw Bradley Bozeman defending me, and that's what I saw, and that's the type of center that you want on your team. He will give everything for this team, and I appreciated what he did. Tried to pull him off so he didn't get any penalties called. But to have a guy like that defending you, there's no better feeling.
What's that mean to you? Just to know that you guys immediately will jump in your defense like that?
Yeah, it means the world. It shows that I got a group of guys that care so much more about the team and football and this organization, and when you get a locker room like that, I think good special things are going to happen, and we just got to keep building on it.
And then you guys 3 touchdown drives in your next 6 after that one. Is that kind of one of those things where it's like galvanizes everybody and everybody starts pulling the same direction and good things can happen? Yeah,
I think that a big play can spark some things. So to have a play like that, a guy, defend you like that, it gets everyone going. You go back to the huddle and you know that, hey, it's up to us. We're going to go make something happen. And, I thought that was huge for us as an offense.
You've talked about your defense quite a bit, but I mean, not allowing them in the end zone again today, the second time in the last 3 weeks. You talk about how well that unit's playing right now.
Yeah, they've been awesome. It's such a pleasure to be able to play with them. The complementary football that we're trying to play with them, and making sure we're doing everything we can to keep them off the field, to continue those drives, keeping our offense on the field and letting them breathe and letting them, have that rest. They're only going to keep playing better.
Any sense of relief with the 2 touchdowns in the second half, since it seems like the last couple weeks the struggles in the second half have been mentioned a lot?
It's all about finding a way to win, whether it's through the air, on the ground. I thought we did a great job weathering the storm, fighting, staying patient, and making sure that we were smart with the ball. I don't think we had any turnovers today, but just getting to the red zone, scoring, that was our goal this week.
How much of a momentum shift was it to that 15-play, 90-yard drive late in the first half, finishing that off with a TD?
Yeah, that was awesome. To be able to put a drive like that, it says a lot about our offense, and it wasn't pretty, and those drives never are. When you go 15-plus, 18-plus plays, it's all about the offensive line, and it starts with them. And when we're running the ball well, we got the play-action pass game going. I think good things happen.
You've had over 600 passing yards the past 2 games. Do you feel as though the passing offense is starting to gel the last 2 weeks?
I think it's all about finding our identity, going into a game and playing it the way it needs to be played. And if we're throwing the ball a bunch, it's all about being smart with the ball, taking our shots downfield, and understanding the situation. And we believe that we got a great offensive line, a great run game. And so it's on us to be able to put those together.
What kind of
weapon do you foresee McConkey can become as a receiver in your offense?
Exactly what he did today. You know, he's a true ball player and makes plays. Wherever he is on the field, whether the play breaks down, scramble drill, you know, he's a guy that you got to be aware of, got to find him because good things will happen.
And what kind of weapon do you see Matlock becoming in the offense?
Yeah, you know, Coach calls him a Swiss Army knife, being able to do everything where, you know, we're asking him to play fullback, tight end, defensive tackle, had a big sack today. So the success that we've seen from him, you know, we're not surprised by how.
Is that kind of fun to have a guy who can do that? But, you know, you look over in the huddle like, oh, the defensive tackle's coming in now.
Yeah, it's awesome. You know, he's a physical, smart ball player, and there's never a doubt that he's going to get lined up properly. He's going to do the right job. So he's been awesome. You know, he's really well coached. He listens and he wants to be great. So to have a guy like that on our team, it's huge for us.
Did you ask him for any commercial acting tips?
No, but he did a pretty good job in it. So you know, we got a lot of respect for him.
Justin, I asked Coach about your toughness. I always thought you were a tough quarterback and a tough player, but it just seemed like this year it's just going to another level. The high ankle sprain, you're still producing and playing well. He wouldn't take any credit for it coming from him, but I always feel like Coach kind of brings something with him no matter where he's been in his career. Can you give him some credit? He wouldn't take any credit. He put it all on you, but I just think that sometimes a coach, I feel like you embody his toughness, his smart, his discipline, and it's actually making you a better quarterback, better NFL leader.
Yeah, he's way tougher than me. You know, to be able to see, you know, he goes out there and whether it's his heart, his hip, you know, he fights out there. He does everything he can to be out there with the team, and you know, even practice. You know, it's a simple thing where, you know, there are times where, you know what, hey, coach, like, you're an important piece of this organization. Make sure everything's good, but he wants to be out there, and you know, it just makes everyone in that locker room want to play for him more. And it's the amount of respect that we have for him, the way he leads this team. You know, it's been awesome to play for.
That second touchdown to McConkey, how much of that is trust in the player, but also, you know, knowing you throwing on the run and having that ability that you can put it on a dime there?
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of both. The play broke down. What we wanted didn't really happen. We didn't get the look that we wanted. And so you roll out, and you just want to make sure that you got a guy and you want to be smart with the ball, especially in that situation where I can't remember whether it was second or third down. But you got a guy and the defender not looking, and when the defender's not looking like that and you got a ball player, especially like Ladd, you know, the chances go up for you guys. So as long as you put a good ball, make sure it's him or nobody, you know, I feel like that's a smart ball play.